charge of this computer. Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Make the big announcement.
Well,
Oh,
welcome to Tea Across the Miles with Lady Amy Mitchell and Lady Nancy Rodriguez. Uh,
hello.
hello. I realized there's like, oh yeah, my name still has the lady off of it from the Wheel of Fortune thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
changing it. There we go.
Yes.
And yours says Jose, just so you know.
I am not Jose, and he doesn't want a royal title.
Right, right.
Is there a
That's
way I can
hilarious.
change it while I'm on here?
Maybe if you go on your screen of your
Yeah.
picture up towards the right where there's like a little mute button and there's three
Yes.
little blue dots, click
Yes.
the blue dots.
Rename.
Yep, rename. And
Excellent.
then you can type that in. And then you'll have to tell me what tea we're doing as well. I have my whole bags with me. I know you said it was the jasmine green, no, orange jasmine, right?
Yes.
Green and something else. So,
You think we'd be more organized in this? We've only had a month to figure out what
yeah,
we're doing,
whatever.
but I can't spell my name right.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. Oh, you didn't put lady with it? Come on.
No, because I'll forget to go and change it, and then Jose will be up in a Zoom meeting and he'll be labeled as
Listen,
Lady
Lady Nancy.
Nancy. I don't think he would appreciate that
All
so
right.
much.
How
So,
considerate of you.
no, I do anything for him because he'd do anything for me. That's why I
Oh.
was out there mowing the lawn this morning in 92-degree heat. Holy smokes.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
oh my gosh, how are you? It's
Good.
hell up here.
Yeah, so I heard, yeah, my in Indiana, they're like, I think our forecast is gonna be hotter than yours. It's like, sounds like fun.
Yeah, yeah. We've been over the weekend. We went tubing down the Shenandoah, which was really nice, and the water was glorious because it
Yeah.
was 102 outside. Oh my gosh. So we're just not used to this. I know I used to live in
No.
Florida, but
But even like right now, literally it tells me that the temperature is 87 outside. So that's like cold for us. I mean, we're
yeah,
not actually cold
it's
in the
cold for you.
summer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But we're not cooking. Like we're
No,
not baking like
no,
usual.
no. And let me state too, I am not alone in the house today. Now Jose is off at work, William's at work, but I have I have my darling daughter in the kitchen listening.
Oh,
I'm hearing everything I'm saying. She's such
that's
a
hilarious.
teenager.
Oh my God.
She's like,
Hey,
yeah, right.
Jackie. Yeah, I love it. Hey,
Do you want to
Jackie.
make an appearance? Little Miss, I need a shower. Do you want to come on the camera? No, I'm not sure about that. She says, okay, then stay where you are. She's making
Okay.
her own lunch.
Okay. She's doing her thing.
Great. She's doing a thing. She's
That's
doing a thing.
awesome. That's awesome.
So,
Um, okay, so I know we started to talk, so I'll just say warning to whoever watches this. We're going to be jumping all over the place today
we are. We
because
are.
we have lots to catch up on and well, yeah, and royals and personally, right? Like all of it. So,
Yes.
first things first, I'm going to address the shirt. So,
Love it.
so Nancy, I'm sorry that I didn't even bother to tell you that I've known since like the beginning of May that I was going to be leaving BNI.
Because you weren't you like the treasurer, the
I'm the
secretary?
secretary treasurer. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So, basically, my renewal is up. July 1st was like the renewal date.
Right.
And I've been representing the bankruptcy attorney in there. And I made the hard decision where I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do Houses of Windsor, like I have to stop getting distracted. So I don't have the money to pay for my own membership in there, and I don't have the time. I was
Right.
like, I need to start focusing on my wedding networking groups that I've become a part of.
Exactly.
Um, so I told my president and vice president first about it. They weren't happy. And then, like the president, we were on Zoom, and he just went,
uh,
and the vice president was like, his mouth was like so far open. They're like, no. So I've been in it since 2019. I've been
right.
in BNI uh, longer than my divorce has been finalized because it was like 2 months before it was like final in the court. So I've only ever
Right.
known being like my single life is like with BNI.
You were with
Um,
BNI when I met you when we first made our connection. So,
exactly.
yeah.
So that it's yeah, part of my new identity or has been.
Yes.
Um, and so but I have somebody who I asked if she would take my place early because the leadership doesn't switch out in BNI until October.
Okay.
So she's awesome. She did the training. She did a lot of stuff with me. We sat today after the meeting to do the immediate post meeting stuff. She's great. She's got it now. But she gave me, first of all, she brought me this shirt, which
So
is great,
nice. That's
hilarious.
awesome.
Yeah, she also brought me, let's see if I can bring him into the picture. Hold on. Two,
I love anything with the Union Jack.
yeah, two
Love
Union
it.
Jack balloons and a thing of flowers.
Oh, so
Isn't
nice.
that so nice?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very nice.
So, and people said a lot of really nice things. And
Yes. To
uh
assuage your guilt for leaving after all these years.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
exactly.
And in true Amy fashion, I didn't cry, I just giggled. So, they asked me, they're like, are you gonna, like, last week I told the chapter that today would be my last day, and I was like, and the vice president was like, are you gonna be able to, like, are you gonna cry through it? And I just go, I was like, probably gonna giggle through it. That's how I tell people stuff.
Yes.
So um yeah, so it went well, it was a nice little send off.
Good.
Um and I'm already scheduled to sub for someone in August. So like I told them, I was like, I'll be seeing you around, but first come first serve because I'm only allowed to sub twice in one chapter in 6 months. That's
Okay.
those are the technical rules if people
Right.
aren't following them, and we like to follow the rules in our
Sure.
chapter. So um anywho, so that's the shirt. That's the story with BNI.
I love the shirt. My friend Emma, my British friend Emma,
Yeah.
had one at school a couple months ago, and it just stopped me. And I'm like, where would you get
It's
that?
it's so funny. I was
Yes.
like, I don't know why I haven't spotted this or seen, somehow this has not crossed my path.
Right.
Like
I just love it. I it
it's
really that needs to go on my Christmas list or
you know,
something. So I
uh-huh.
mean, look at your
Yeah.
coloring is so good. Mine looks very yellow and
Oh, well,
blurry,
thank
and I'm
you.
wondering.
I just realized, oh yeah, I've got my ring light on, but I just realized my big lamp isn't on. The window's open.
Oh, I
Uh,
wonder.
I also have my wintry. I'm in my study because on Friday I felt like being in my study for tea time.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I might want to be somewhere else today.
Oh, I definitely want to be somewhere else today. Um,
That's hilarious. So, oh, but what's great is we had, let's see, I haven't been in my, nah, I don't want to go to my shop. Um, too dressed up. I could always hang out with Charles.
yes, I love that. I love the way you position yourself there. That is awesome. That is really great. That's
Let's see.
funny.
I'll hang out in my rose garden for now.
Oh, you're
So,
out in the Cotswolds is where you are.
right.
Lovely. So nice.
So,
There we go.
visitors of our chapter today who of course don't know me and like just heard all the stuff about me leaving and then saw the balloons, um afterwards they a couple people said to me like, oh, so you must be moving, like you must be moving to the United Kingdom, because I didn't say why I just said like this is my last day, I've been here since 2019, blah blah blah. And I go, oh no, you would think that. It's
Yeah,
like,
in my fantasy life.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
told one guy, I go, no, no, I'm what's called an Anglophile. And he goes, that doesn't sound great. And I go, it doesn't. And he said, there should be like some kind of like movie about like the Anglophiles are coming. And I said, we're already here.
I know we are. Put me
And
in. I'll play a supporting role.
he was like, yeah, he's like, oh, you guys are just in hiding. It's like, yeah, you don't even know who
No,
we are.
Anglophiles do not hide.
Yeah,
We put
yeah.
it all out there.
You just haven't, yeah,
Absolutely.
you just
Your
haven't
shirt,
run into
my
us.
fascinator. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
So, how are you doing today other than mowing the lawn
Yes.
and
And
rushing
sweating
to get
in
ready?
the most unmentionable places. It's like I could not put my makeup on because
Yeah.
I would not stop, sweating and
Yeah,
my face
yeah.
beat red. It may still be a
It
little bit.
doesn't look red, huh? You look
Okay,
fine.
good.
If you wouldn't have, I would not have known. I mean, I still can't tell that you mowed the lawn today, so.
No, you'd have to look at the lawn. I'm trying to see here. You said you were 87. We are currently at 95.
Hokey smokes.
Yeah, it's supposed to get up still to 98. It's killing my garden.
Oh boy.
But we're good. We're good. I went swimming. I took Jackie swimming for the first time yesterday, and we've
Uh,
had just torrential rains up until like about 5 days ago. I mean, like
okay, I wondered. I was
storm.
like, it's like the end of June. You're just now swimming? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And trees knocked down, all that. I mean, like so much rain. The creek behind her house is really, going
Flooded.
at a really good pace.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought with all the and the pool, like here's the pool edge and here's the water. It's right there. So I'm thinking all that cold water walked, it was like being in a bathtub. So because we've been at, like I said, for the last 5, 6 days, we've been at about 100 degrees. So
Right.
it's really hot. But aside from that, I'm fine. We're doing well. I'm actually coming your way in a couple of days. Going out to, I want to go see my folks,
Hmm.
and we're going to go to Pensacola and see my son who's in flight school, starting
All
flight
right.
school. Yes.
Nice.
So get a couple of beach trips in, and yeah, so that's about it. I don't know
Awesome.
if you want to start tea before the
Yeah,
water
so let's,
cools.
yeah. Okay, so I know we're doing orange jasmine. What else are we doing?
I did the green mango peach. To be honest with you, I was going to mix
Oh
them, but
yeah.
I'll do one at a time.
Okay, I
You know, I
got
like
three
to
cup.
mix my teas if I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it's
I
complementary.
got 3 cups out, so I
Okay.
didn't know if we were doing all three, but I thought I'd be
But
prepared.
I only brought one, so I'll just do one at a time here. If
Okay,
that doesn't bother
that
anyone.
works.
If the
I'm sure it bothers everyone.
tea police come and tell me I'm
Okay,
doing
so I'll do
something
orange
wrong.
jasmine first, and I have a kitten who's now walking all around me in my teacups,
Uh,
so that's great.
um,
Um,
gonna talk royals real quick.
yes,
Just
please.
real quick before we go on to
Yeah,
TV.
yeah,
Just the pictures of Will out for his birthday and from Royal Ascot and everything.
yeah.
Look
Yes.
mighty handsome.
Mm-hmm.
Amy's eye candy.
I know he does. My love, and yes, and I did my annual Facebook post of
I
him
saw that.
on his like 18th birthday photo or
Right,
whatever
right.
with Miss Molly because
Yes,
they have the same birthday.
I did see that.
Um, so let me find. Let's see. Okay, so what? Let's see. I don't know. Did I see his pictures on his birthday? Are they on Instagram? Is that the best place we should look at to
Could
see his
be.
stuff?
I tend to I just go Google
I know
images.
I usually do, but then I realize sometimes like whatever you've sent me, it's like on Instagram anyway.
Mhm.
It's easier to see.
Day.
Um,
I just typed
let's
in
see.
Google Prince William birthday, going to images. Yeah. Ooh, nice one.
Let's see. Wales. Prince and Princess of
Or Amy
Wales.
does the screen share.
Okay.
So nice.
Let's see. Did he have, was it the pictures where he's like got with the dog? Is
Yeah,
that,
there's
is
one,
it with
there's gotta
puppies?
be, yeah, something with the puppies.
Okay.
And one with the kids.
All right. So I do a
Mm.
share. Share. Da-da-da.
Mm-hmm.
This one. Okay. So are we looking at,
Waiting.
can you
There we
see?
go. Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So we see this one. Are those all their puppies?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Wow.
believe the big black dog that is behind him is it's a
Oh,
Springer or it's some kind of spaniel.
gotcha.
And then so they have, I don't know if they bred
Hmm.
or not. But yeah.
So now we have,
Mm-hmm.
love the top hat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we have our top hat. That was Royal Ascot.
Yes.
This beautiful white hat. I mean, we've got
Yes.
his feathers,
Yes.
but
Yes.
but Kate looks wonderful.
Yes, she does.
Um, so that was the Order of the Garter.
Correct.
But then we have Troop. Yeah, they've been out a lot lately.
There has been a lot. And then Trooping the Color.
Trooping
Yes.
the Color. Uh,
Gorgeous blue.
I
Never seen her in this blue before. It's a lovely suit.
So last Friday, I tried to bring this up and I showed the picture and Paula came on too,
I
actually. So
saw that.
Paula
Yes.
and Trevor, yeah. And I'm trying to talk to them about how much you and I loved this outfit and like the colors, everything. And I'm going and I'm like, they had like nothing to add. And Trevor goes, he's like, so do you think that you'll be able to talk longer than 4 minutes about it with Nancy? And I go, yeah, completely. I was like, because Nancy and I love it.
Yes.
Like they
Yes.
didn't have anything to, so he's
I
making fun.
do love it. I love it. And there's something very 80s about the outfit.
Is it
Um,
the shoulders?
so part of it I think is the shoulders.
Yeah.
And I think part of it is because I had an outfit when I was 14
Oh.
where those colors.
Ha. Awesome.
the top and the skirt and little checkers, little stripes and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But it was all that color, teal and white. So when I look at that, I think I get flashback. But yes, I was looking at the shoulder pads mostly from behind, really quite structured, architectural almost. But I do love it. I think she looks great.
It
I
is.
think y'all
It
look
does.
great.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's not like classic shoulder pads where you can see the whole like pad under, right? Like you're right. It's
no.
very structured. Like,
Yes,
yeah.
it's not straight out and down.
Yeah,
They
it's like
come up a
scoops
little
them.
bit.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, it's
Yes.
lovely.
So,
I think she looks delightful. And I think I sent you the video maybe on Instagram. We've been doing a lot
yes.
of communicating on Instagram.
Yes.
A lot of fun things. But
This is
when
it.
Louis was out there on the balcony and realized that every
Yes.
time he waved his hand or lifted his hand to wave, the crowd went wild.
Right.
So he kept doing it to test the crowd. He thought that was pretty funny. And of course, older brother, George,
Right.
that's enough. That's
It
enough.
was so, yeah, that was so cute. I thought they
Very,
might show
very
it on
cute.
this little clips.
Yes, very
Yeah.
cute. Oh, and yes, and I love Sophie.
Yes.
She also has I love her mature woman's wardrobe and her choice, the dark teal green, if you want to call
Hmm.
it that. I thought that was also lovely. Good choice for her. Very nice.
Yes. And it's like in the same color family.
Yeah,
Like,
just about. I
yeah.
did like that one.
I thought this was a cute picture where they're
It's
all
adorable.
together. Yeah.
Absolutely adorable.
Um, an interesting thing. So Jack Royston of the Royal Report, when I was listening to, pointed out that no one made, I guess, a Father's Day post for Charles, like as far as like William and Harry, uh,
Uh-huh.
but he acted like maybe this is just something that happens when you grow up and you have a family of your own, and now it's just like you guys. But I'm like, yeah, but it seems like the sons always still remember their dad. I mean, I don't know. I guess I only
Yes.
have no one brother,
Yeah,
but
yes.
it still seems like something that people make sure to remember their dads.
Yes.
But so I don't know. It was just kind of like a little, doesn't have to mean anything, and I don't know if they usually do say anything either, right? Like I don't know if
Right.
this is a tradition where
Yeah, I
they're
exactly. Yeah,
right.
precisely. And yeah, that was Kate, I would imagine, making that post. Now, when I
Right.
say Kate doing it, I think they've got social media directors, is my
Sure.
that they have these, but they give approvals to them.
Right.
So yeah.
So
I
yeah,
mean,
I
ever,
figured.
could she just please take one bad picture? Please. I mean, just somebody get
I
her
know. I love it.
barbecue sauce on her face or something.
They
Please.
can, they just won't release it.
Oh, I know, I know.
um
So,
okay, I'm gonna try the orange jasmine. Is that the first one
yes,
you did?
that is the one I
Okay.
did too. And I just want to say, and you
Mhm.
can't see it, I have to flip it around. So I have my Royal Albert teacup
Ooh.
that is from their fruit series, fruit and flower series, something like that. So the one that I have, it says oranges on the
Oh, ha.
inside here. Yeah.
Cute. Perfect.
So that's
Ooh,
nice.
that is nice. Yeah.
Very nice. Light, light.
It is light. Yeah. And a light yeah, the orange and the jasmine and the green, all of it's light.
It is. The jasmine can, we've talked about this
It's
before, the
balanced.
jasmine can be very overpowering and it's
Yeah,
not. It's just very pleasant. Comes in at the very end there. And
it
a little
is
bit in the
right.
aroma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that one. Yum yum.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You said
so
tea forte, right?
yes, tea
Yes. Hmm.
forte.
Yes.
Yes.
Stuff.
Yes, the ones from Mumsy still
Yes.
from someone at the church.
Yes. Thank you, Mumsy, and
Yeah,
church. Thank you.
exactly. It's like it made its way
Hmm.
to Florida and Virginia, and Virginia from Indiana.
That's funny.
Um, yeah, well, hey, it's tea across the miles.
It is. And that might be a really good segue
Yeah.
to put something up here because you're going to be getting this from across the miles.
Oh my goodness. A dot to
So
dot book.
the dot to dot book. This is there were three of them in the pile and absolutely brand spanking new. I don't know who thought
Yeah.
this is where these came from, But I was trying to figure some of these out. I sent you one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like who the heck is this?
And
Oh,
because is it all royal family members? It's not
it
just
is.
like,
It is. So I think
oh,
that one might be Charles and Camilla.
but
It's
that
hard
doesn't
to
look like
say.
Camilla,
Well, none of them look
right?
like anybody. So
I guess I was like, I mean, unless maybe that's a younger-ish Charles. I don't know who that.
is it
It's
Philip?
funny they don't even say like they don't have them labeled.
No. No, unless it's, hold on, let's see in the back. Let's see if there's some sort of legend. Give me a second. I need
Okay.
glasses. I can't see anything. Ah, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
What page was that? That was page. This is a lot of connecting the dots, by the way. Okay,
Yeah.
183 dots.
Oh
No,
my God.
225. I'm like 338. I'm going.
Jeez Louise.
I know,
That's
right?
awesome.
I know. So, but there's also no page number. That
So
helps.
you have to
One, two,
count the pages.
three. So third page in. Trying to say, come on. Are you kidding me? This is not.
They're not, yeah.
Uh-uh.
Oh my gosh.
Six. It's hilarious. Well, this one I sent you, and I'm quite sure this was supposed to be William.
Hmm.
Horrible, horrible, horrible rendition of Catherine and
Oh,
George. Let me get that straight.
yeah, right?
Yes. Terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
Well, once I connect the dots, I'll show you what they look like. Maybe that's really the missing piece.
I
And
know,
and we'll
right?
be like and they'll transform and they'll be beautiful.
Well, this one I can make out. Yes, exactly. This one I can make out is a horse, and it's somebody on horse, okay?
Yep.
And you see the
I
creepy
bet
little
it.
face
Yeah,
right
yeah, yeah. I bet
there.
it's got to be the queen, right? I bet it's the queen with her little
Oh,
bonnet thing
I
on.
think you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
with babushka or whatever she's
Yeah.
got. So when I went back to get this for you,
Yes, thank you, by the way.
you're very welcome. That will be coming to you. This one I'm probably going to keep for myself.
Yeah, you should. What's that one? Ooh,
Secret
Secrets of London.
London
Nice.
coloring book.
Oh,
Coloring.
awesome.
Yes.
Oh,
So
that's fun.
here,
Oh, yay.
tea and
Oh my goodness.
cakes. So yeah, cricket and tennis is beautiful. London.
London. Oh my gosh.
So, but what I could do is like some of these, I could probably get some pretty good Xeroxes for you. If you
Yeah.
ever go talk
It's
to the kids again
it's
about, remember when you did the school
yeah, yeah, yeah.
presentation,
Yes.
would these be something you could pass out for them
That's
to
true.
color
Oh my gosh.
like that? Isn't that
That's
fun?
awesome. That's very fun.
I know, because I have
Yeah.
so much time to sit
Yeah.
around and
But
color.
so, do you think the same person donated that as the
There's a
dot to
really, I
dots?
could see that. I can
Yeah.
see that, yeah.
Otherwise, I was gonna say, who is in your town?
Right. I need to hook up with you.
I know.
So I have that. I have a tea that I bought for you and a couple of other goodies. So that will be
Oh,
coming your way
well,
soon.
thank you. Awesome.
That's why it's so much fun to be your friend. I love to
I
share.
know.
Love
I
to
know. I love that we get to
somebody
send
who
things back and forth.
I know, right? Somebody who gets my it is a disease. It's a, anglophilia.
It's a disease.
It's a disease. You and I don't think
That's
so. My
funny.
husband does every time I come home with a brand new
Sure.
tea. Cheers. Um,
That's nice.
hmm,
So I sort of speaking of, I told you I'd talk about this online. So I have a new boyfriend.
yeah.
We're Facebook official, so I could talk about it now.
Mm.
Um, so
Is
he
that the
is,
mark these days?
yes. So what'd you say?
I said, is that the mark these days?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, to me, that means like, okay, well, whatever. Like, it's not hidden online, at least, right?
Exactly, it's public.
They
It's
can look it
public.
up.
Yes.
So,
Very good.
um, let's see. So, very early on, before we met, like when we were just like texting and stuff, right? Like, he learned very quickly about tea or my tea business
Hmm.
and Anglophilia and like
Hmm.
and Hanson. He learned about all of it.
Gotta have room
So
for that.
he knows how deep a lot of this stuff runs. I'm
Right.
like constantly talking about you. I'm like, well, my tea lady for Nancy and Virginia, my tea like
I know you always come up in conversation when I'm talking about tea or tea parties and yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
But so let's see. So tea parties, I had so 10 days ago. Nope, not 10 days ago because it was the 17th. I was thinking it was the 15th. So almost a week ago, I had my big showcase tea party at the Tastemakers Society at
Yes.
Dr. Phillips' house. It went swimmingly. uh,
Awesome.
and the all the people that like did it with me, all the other vendors and stuff. I mean, it was just spectacular. I mean, I
Well,
know I sent
your
you
media,
pictures.
yeah, the media that your
Yeah,
content is
yeah.
fantastic.
And so like the photo booth guy was so fun. Brian with Sugar Pop Productions. So his like whole setup looks like an old-timey camera. Like it's not, right? It like prints out photos and is totally digital, but it's in like a wood box, looks like it's up on a tripod. So
Okay.
like our backdrop was the pretty fireplace in the home, and then Addie with faux real flowers put up like a special garland of flowers there. And so we took pictures there and it was super fun. And then yeah, and then we had a photographer there on top of that, Vanessa Opedal with
Okay.
Vanessa Opedal Photography. I gotta shout them
Hmm.
all out.
Yes, shout out,
And
absolutely.
yes, and she was so lovely to work with. I don't have those pictures yet, so I can't show you those yet. But the ones that have been posted that you've seen are from Jen, the content creator, who is just amazing. Like she works up these little videos and they're just like spectacular.
They
So
are. I
uh,
wish I could find the same. Yeah,
it's just I know it was amazing. So it was very cool too, since I'm new-ish to the wedding venue map group, to see like yeah, these are very different types of categories, right? Like there
right,
is no overlap. They all do
right.
very specific things. um and the food was amazing. The sandwiches that Dr. Phillips' house chef made were delicious. So they had a what do you call it? Pimento cheese one,
Yes.
very good. They had a
That's an
um,
acquired taste.
yeah,
I've offered that before, and people are like, I'm not so sure about
really.
that. Yeah,
I never even had it till I went to Charleston with Molly, and I was like, oh, this is great. I love it.
it's a very Southern thing for starters, but it's
Okay.
also a very English thing. And
Oh,
yeah, so I get a lot of people like, can we do something else? So
right.
my
Okay.
mom used to love them.
Well,
Yeah.
I like it. So that was good. They had a mini Cuban sandwich, which I didn't have a chance to try. I know I wanted to. Honestly, there's too much things to try, too many things to try. Um, I think there's a little cucumber thing with something on it. I forget now what it was. Um, and then what was the other one? I guess there was an egg salad, maybe. I don't know. There were like four different sandwiches. They
Hmm.
were all great and all different little breads. And then Claire with Sugar Divas Cakery made me the sweets for my top tier, which uh, she makes anyway, right, for business. But
Right,
she happens to be British, and I did happen to ask her, I was like, could you also, how do you feel about making scones just for this?
right, right.
And so she did. And they were amazing. She said they did like a test batch the day before, and then they did it. Yeah, I know. And then
Not something you and I would do.
no, I know. And then they and then she said they made the dough or had her uh baker or whatever make more dough the night before, and like
Yes.
Claire wanted to come in early and bake them.
Hmm.
She's like, but I guess because the dough was cold and like went straight in, it baked differently than the test run, because the test run was like the room temperature dough.
Okay.
So like they kind of like grew into like this like funny shape. But I told her, I go, I thought that was on purpose because they broke in half like perfectly. Like they
Yes.
weren't a whole like stuck little scone. It was so she's like,
And that's what they tell you, to make the dough, refrigerate it, and then maybe not overnight. I don't know if that makes a
maybe, yeah,
difference,
I
but
don't know.
I've read that so many times, refrigerate it, and then I
Right.
usually make the dough, roll it out, cut them, and bake,
Right.
'cause that's the kind of timeline I'm usually working on.
Right. I know,
So
right? So it was really good. Oh my goodness, and I've been waiting to tell you this. I made clotted cream.
did
So
you?
are you ready for this? Okay. So
But
I didn't do it the Tammy Sue way.
right, right,
um, I looked for recipes online. I literally typed in like easy clotted cream recipe and then
okay,
judged it accordingly of if I thought it sounded legit enough.
okay,
So here's the one that won out. they claim it's a 30-minute stovetop recipe. It took me like an hour, but I also don't really know what I'm doing with cooking and like reducing things.
Right, 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 right.
So literally all it is heavy whipping cream and
Yes.
unsalted butter, and you're just put it in a pot, and
Yeah.
you're supposed to wait till it reduces by 1/3.
Yeah.
Then you put
It,
it
yeah,
in.
the water of it, the liquid, a lot of
Right.
the liquid burns off.
Then
Yes.
you put it in a glass pan, baking pan, and put it in the refrigerator overnight or several hours, whichever. I did it overnight. Um, and then it's ready to go. And I just like scooped it up and put it in little individual things. And um, I had Claire try it. I mean, everybody tried it, right? But I was like, well, Claire the Brit, like, what does she think though? And
Yes. Yes.
she actually said, she's like, yeah, this is perfect. Like, she's acted like she always eats the kind out of the jars, the imported kind, right?
Yes.
She
Yes.
acted
Yes.
like, yeah, this tastes right. And then it was good enough that she even wanted to take some back to the shop for the extra scones they had, and for her mom, who's
For her
also
mom.
English.
Yeah.
Yeah. And her mom, I found out later, her mom completely approved of it. So I was like, okay, I have two Brits approving my clotted cream.
That's fantastic.
It's great, and it's so much more cost effective. I mean, than
I
buying
was
all
going to
those
say,
jars.
yes. What do you typically do? Go and buy the little ones?
No, so now what I've been doing is at Whole Foods, which is the closest thing to me. They have them in their chilled refrigerated section, but it's like
$10 unless it's
I think it was 7.99 a jar
okay.
the last time I was
Right,
there,
right, right,
right?
right. Okay.
And because I used to always go to World Market, which I'm pretty sure is
Yeah.
almost the same price anyway, off the shelf. Um,
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
But my when the Morse Museum, when I did that tea, and I told them how to get their own clotted cream, they went to World Market, and they do everything really early, so they were fine. But basically they saw it, and realized like it looked kind of like extra runny on the inside. Like it seemed like it was weird. And so then she went to World Market and it looked better. So she returned what I say, Whole Foods. Anyway, she returned the World Market ones, try, did the Whole Foods one, and so now I'm like weary about World Market.
Yeah, you really have to check the expiration date on them. They
Yeah,
are a little watery, but there is water in clotted cream like anything else.
right. You have to stir it. Yeah,
You
yeah,
really do have to
yeah.
stir it up. So yeah, okay, so you go out to World Market now, you buy all those. So that morning you're served to you got to go open up all the jars and you got to stir all of them. Not everybody use them. Now you take that jar, you toss it in the trash, and you just wasted $3.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
And I also got this from Morse Museum idea. So I got a bunch of cute little, plastic ramekin things. And
Hmm.
I pre-filled each, like one with clotted cream and one with jam. And I did a like whole bunch of those for 30 people or whatever. And then put them in little trays and then put them in the fridge. So when I went, I just had to take that, and like they're ready to serve, instead of me trying to like scoop it out of jars and put it
Yes.
in bowls or
Yes.
whatever.
Absolutely.
Um,
Yes.
so that was great. Just like preparation learning on my part. um, and yeah, so it went really well. All the event planners seemed to really, really like it.
Good.
I did give a little speech, and I touched on the history of afternoon tea, and then I taught them uh, pinkies down. And I said, I was like, you've probably seen it in the movies, you probably done it yourself, but like technically pinky should be down. I said,
Hmm.
with that being said, I go, if it makes you feel fancy, then pinky's away, but just don't do it at Buckingham Palace. So it's like,
Yes.
I don't care if you do it for fun, but I want you to acknowledge it's not the proper way.
Precisely. That's a good way to put it. That's
Yeah,
a good way to put it. I
because
may have to adopt that.
I told Trevor about the post that I sent to you of like the tea company saying like little queens or whatever, get your pinkies up and ready. And I was
Yeah.
like, what are they teaching the children?
Yes. So annoying, so bothersome. I mean, kind of like that TikTok video of the woman. This is how you make tea using a microwave.
Oh my gosh. Yes. That's
Terrible, terrible,
hilarious.
terrible.
Mhm.
So, by the way, I've already gone ahead and made my other,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll make
um,
mine.
and
Mango, green mango peach. Okay. I'll get
yes.
mine going. Um, yes. So so I guess all reports are that tea went great. It was very fun. I felt like it was like the fanciest one I've ever done, probably because it was. Uh,
It looked lovely. It
because
looked so good. And like I said, your media, I mean, all of them could have been like that in the past, Amy, but the
yeah,
media, the
yes,
content
I
makes
know, right?
such a difference. And like I said, I wish I could find somebody here, I just
Yeah,
don't drum up enough business that I can afford to have somebody,
right.
I don't mind somebody coming in to experiment if they're like, yeah, I'm learning
If
because
they're
this is what
thinking
I want
about, yeah,
to
yeah,
do.
they
And
should.
I'd be happy, but I just can't seem. And the museum said that they had somebody, and I
Oh,
wish they would come in and do something as well.
yeah, they should.
Yeah. So
My
I
goodness.
don't want to take from you. You still have more tea business?
More tea business. I don't have more tea business. I guess it's just now that I'm officially done with BNI as
Yeah.
of this morning. I'm like starting to come up for air just in time to take a trip to Indiana at the beginning of July.
Right.
Um,
Right.
and then I'll be back. But I've been doing some really fun networking things with the wedding groups.
Yes. Yeah.
I met with a someone who does watercolor paintings, like live watercolor paintings at weddings.
Okay.
And so she was talking about doing some kind of tea party thing at her studio for painting and like maybe painting like teacups, right? Like that'd be the
Lovely.
picture.
Yeah.
And I've just seen some of her stuff online that she does at weddings, and it looks like they paint like couple like people who are there, guests. It's like
Hmm.
they paint these little watercolors of the guests and then like they get to take it with them. I was
Oh my
like,
gosh. Wow,
that is
that's so
so
neat.
cool.
That
Yeah, yeah,
is.
yeah.
That's
It's
a
really
fun
cool.
tea party. That sounds great.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Very, very niche, but very good.
Yes, yes. So, yeah, so that was cool. And then let's see. I have okay, so I was gonna show you flowers. I showed you
I
my
say you've
BNI.
got roses behind you and
I know, yeah, not these. Yeah, you've always these roses have been there for years.
yes, right. They never die.
So I showed you the ones
Same with
from
mine.
BNI. It's always so I have to show you. This is adorable. When Piper had a play date with her little friend Nico from class, he brought her a little pot of roses.
Oh, how
Isn't that so
sweet.
cute?
Do you have a
Uh,
tiny garden or something that you can put them in to keep them perpetuating or?
I don't know. We'll see if I keep him alive long enough in there.
Yeah,
Fucking, it's like I'm like you're thinking way too far in advance.
I know.
These roses.
Seriously. So,
Um, but then sorry, I've got two more sets of flowers
please,
to show you.
I'll just shut up. By
These
the way, the
ones,
tea is
sorry,
great. I'm just gonna say, tea is
these
good.
are
I'm gonna
oh
keep you.
good. These ones
Yeah.
are starting to fall apart because it's been a couple weeks. But these are from the new boyfriend. This was
Oh,
like on our
nice.
like our second date or something. It was yeah, and then or third date, and then Sunday he got me some sunflowers just
Gosh, those are
because,
beautiful.
right?
So nice.
So
So nice.
yeah, so I was like, that's pretty cool.
Well, should we segue then?
Yeah,
Beautiful flowers, nice boyfriend, well done.
thanks.
He needs to know what your favorite tea is and how to order it for you. So, surprise you with that.
That's
Um, so we talked about, I sent you a thing, between you and me, we
yes,
probably have like so many tea tins. Um,
yes.
and some of them are just so pretty and they're
Mm-hmm.
decorative or they're very British and we like that part of it too.
Yes.
So, when Downton Abbey came out, however many years ago, in the final season, it was Republic of Tea
Okay.
had the tea tin, the tea
Yes,
can.
because we have one. I think we have Lord Grantham. I think I
Yes,
do.
I
Yeah.
have Lord Grantham. I have the Dowager Count. I had at least four, if not five.
Yeah.
And so somebody wanted when the first movie came out, I think it was the first or the second, she wanted to hold a Downton Abbey tea at her house. So we did. So I used those as flower vases and
Mm-hmm.
put them down the table. There were
Yes.
five of them
Oh, that's awesome.
with pearls in between. And
Oh,
but my suggestion is they are not waterproof. So I would, if you're using fresh flowers, put the water in a baggie inside
and
and
down.
then put the
Yeah.
flowers in that. Or use something that's
Like
quality, like I have
or like
centerpiece.
a small plastic cup or something.
Yeah,
Like
you could
this.
possibly do something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
um, absolutely. but
What were you gonna say?
well, I was going to say, so the centerpieces that I have a lot of centerpieces that have fake flowers. They're silk
Oh,
flowers.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When Michael's offers a coupon, or typically when they, or if you have a Hobby Lobby, they
Right.
have better prices than Michael's any day of the week on everything. Um, but if you can go when they're having a sale on them, you can get very, very real looking roses and other
Okay.
flowers, and then you just get the styrofoam, and you
Right.
always have the centerpieces to put out or to put on tables. So that's cost saving also. So you're not having to do them over and over. It's also time saving because you make them once and they're done, and then you can cart them.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Just keep them covered in between, like with saran wrap or something, because you don't want the dust to settle on them, as what happens with a lot of sunflowers.
Oh, I see.
They sit around a long
That's
time.
smart. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
Okay. Have
real
you
quick,
tried the mango
I
peach?
have.
Okay.
It's has a
And
very,
just
very fruity
okay.
aroma,
It does.
very fruity flavor.
Hmm. I can definitely taste it's the mango, right? Is that what's the
Yeah.
stronger one? Yeah, not
Yeah.
the peach.
And can I say on both of these, I don't taste the green tea, which is
I
fine
know.
with you and I.
I know. I was like, which is excellent.
Yes, yes, which is just fine. Not a
Perfect.
problem. Mm.
Yes, I served at the tea party. I served the cherry rose green tea and the French blend that's like basically it's like Earl Grey plus vanilla, lavender, and jasmine. It's like
Yes.
all the things.
Right. All the
Yeah.
things.
Um,
So good.
so yeah, yeah. So people seem to really, yeah, really like both of
Mhm.
those.
Right.
And let's see. Okay, so what what's next?
Tea biz for me. So I
Hmm.
have a museum tea coming up at the Lucy Burns Museum. It is her birthday tea. The
Oh
Lucy
yeah.
Burns, American suffragist, who has a lot of history in this area. She was jailed in this area. Um, and so she asked me months ago if I would do a birthday tea. So her birthday is actually July 28th. We are actually going to hold it on the 27th. It's going to be a
Oh.
Sunday afternoon tea.
Hmm.
2 p.m. It's a great time for tea. I'm gonna do black mango and green apricot,
Ooh, nice.
which I usually blend together. That's my Nancy's tropical holiday. So I
Oh,
usually have those on hand.
that's great.
So I'm gonna do those. I may take your idea of keeping the pots of prepared tea on the table rather than us running back and forth trying to make tea, because I'm presenting,
Yes.
at
Oh,
least
right.
a
Yeah,
half
yeah.
an hour of that time.
Hmm.
Um, so we'll see how that goes. I think, did I copy, or maybe you saw it? So I've put a couple of posts out there trying to drum up business. I've texted everybody I know.
I
And
saw, I think I saw something about the birthday one.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to advertise for. So this was so funny. So as I was preparing some of my media, I don't know if you can pull this one up, but so I made this
Yeah.
one and I photoshopped that Votes for Women teacup.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I can see it. I was
Mine,
gonna
yeah. So I
say,
photoshopped that cup into her hand because it was perfect the way she's sitting and her pinky is tucked under. And I thought, well, that's a really good angle.
that's awesome. Here,
Not just,
I was looking because I'm like, I can share the screen to your Instagram.
yeah, there
That's
you
what I
go.
can do. Okay. Share. Okay. Yes. So here she is.
Yes. And
Ah, yeah.
and so yeah, it's usually, hey, do you know about the
Nice.
suffragist? Do you do,
Yeah.
but this time I went with the angle of Lucy Burns knew to keep her pinky down. Do you? But yeah,
That's awesome.
so I've
I
got
love
that
it.
coming up at the end of the month. But I got a request from a woman who wants to do a bridal tea in February. February.
You wonderful. Yeah.
So, and she's very particular. She apparently is a huge tea enthusiast herself.
Okay.
She says, I have a pantry full of tea. So you pick the two teas you want to bring, and I can supplement with anything else that anybody if they don't like
Oh, I
them.
see. Okay.
And I said, nobody doesn't like the teas I bring.
I know, right? Yeah, you're like,
Um,
that won't be
I
necessary.
know that wouldn't be necessary. And I said, but if I said safe bets, these are my safe bets, and these would be, pushing the envelope with people who don't necessarily
Right.
drink tea. And I said creme de la Earl Grey.
Yeah.
because it's always such a favorite
Yeah.
and built on a classic. Okay.
Yes.
And she said, unfortunately, the ladies that are helping me absolutely cannot stand Earl Grey. And I said, but this isn't the same thing. I said, it really doesn't
Yeah.
even resemble in its flavor. There's so much vanilla. And she
Yeah.
said, if it even says Earl Grey, bets are off. She said, just avoid that at all. And I'm like,
Oh
doggone,
my
that's
goodness.
such a good one.
Yeah, right.
So then I was like, well, we could do Buckingham Palace Garden Party, which is always good, but what is that? It is Earl Grey. The base of it is Earl Grey,
You're
but
right.
the name isn't in it.
That's true.
The name isn't in it.
That's
So, or maybe I'll take some, I don't know, sunflower petals, throw in it an Earl Grey and call it something else, and
yeah, you can call it smells. Yeah.
they'll never know. I don't know. So yeah, she wants one green, one black. And she said, I'll provide anything else decaf because I have a lot of herbals and things like that. She said, but I also have other black teas. She said, because that's mostly what I drink. I'm like, simpatico, love it.
Yeah, wonderful.
Um, but I said, I don't do the food. I do scones and stuff like that. So I just want to say she lives up in a very wealthy area
Okay.
of Virginia outside of DC. So I said, this is my price. And she said, I don't have a problem with that. She said, but I need the food as well. And I really thought she would say, let me find one. Let me find.
Yeah, sure.
And she said, so who do you use? And I was like, I don't. I
Hmm.
haven't yet. I haven't needed to. The
Right.
parties I've been doing, everybody's like, I just want to do this. We're bringing in our own food. We're doing this. So I said, let me call around. Well, it turns out right up the street here is a woman who does tea time, what is it? Tea time delicacies.
Really?
Yes. And she said she's been doing for a number of years. She won't do it for anybody less than 30 people. I said, perfect. This is for 30 people.
Oh,
And
good.
she said, I do. And she gave me the list. One of them is pimento sandwiches. And she
Ha!
said, I do offer alternatives because I said, exactly. Not everybody likes them. So four finger sandwiches, four sweets, the scones with the cream and the jam. And the price was perfect, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Absolutely
yeah.
perfect. And I went back, and she and I were talking, and with your price and my price, and I said, and I'll knock my price down since you're doing the scones and everything. There's not a problem.
Yeah.
And so I went back and she goes, yeah, that's fine. Absolutely. Don't worry about it.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I think she's going to be kind of particular. I don't want to say um, choosy or picky. I
Right.
think she's particular, and I don't have a problem with people who are particular. But she's like, I've got her contract, I've got your contract. Both of you sound like you're bringing teacups on saucers. I said, no, I'm bringing the teacups and saucers. If I don't do that, what else am I doing?
Right, right.
And the woman, her name's Ruth. Ruth told me, she said, first thing she said to me when we connected on phone, she said, I was just looking up your website. She said, your teacups and saucers are beautiful. She said, I just have plain clear glass. I said, I know, but that's
Oh,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
bringing.
That's what makes it special. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. And I even offered the woman, I said, if you would rather she can do that and you want to do your own teas. I said, you can rent my thing. She said, no, I like that you come in and talk to people about
Yes.
it. I like
Hmm.
that you're going to play a game. I like that you're going to. So
Right.
I'm now looking at doing something a little above and beyond
Hmm.
that doesn't cost too much. But you see these things out there, these pretty little homemade pouches,
Hmm.
with the tea. So something that gives that personal touch that Nancy didn't just come with tea and teacups, that
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
something. Because it looks like I don't even have to bring the cake stands. She ordered 5 of them herself. She said,
What?
I want, yeah, they're little plastic ones. They're very
Yeah.
cute. 3-tier, all pink. And she said, I want 2 per person, I want 1 per couple, per
Right.
2
Oh,
people.
right, right.
And she said, so I don't want you to go through that expense. I've got that covered, da da da. And she says, and I probably have enough dishes already. She's
So what?
okay.
Like dishes, what, like for what? For the rest of the food or dishes
Yeah, for the
for
rest
the
of the food,
plates?
I will bring the salad plates. I will
Okay,
bring
that's
the
the same. Bring
cups and
salad plates
saucers
still, right?
for
Yeah.
30 people. I will bring the game, the talk, the prize.
Right,
And like I said, I'm going to do something extra because I don't want her to go, well, what did I pay her for?
right.
And I still want to make an impression on 30 people who live in McLean and
Yes.
in the zip code and everything. So,
Right.
um, yeah.
Well, I will say, since I, now do the same, right? As far as I don't do food, right? Um, even with like everybody's joining forces last week, and it's still, I'll say, people were amazed at the china, right? And
Always.
me as
That
the
is the
host,
ooh
right?
ah factor. Yes.
And as they and the ones who were there for like setup and teardown also were like, holy crap, this is a lot. So like they realize the value. So like, yeah, we say like, oh, well, I'm just bringing some teacups, whatever. It's actually quite the ordeal to bring all of these things and then bring them home and
Yes.
then wash them and then put
Because,
them back.
yes, let me ask you. So I have carry cases that I store. They're
Yep.
all in these cases.
Mm-hmm.
So I bring those, but I can't put them back in it when they're dirty. So I have to have something else
Yeah.
to take them home in. And I'm wondering if you do the same.
So I don't have enough of those nice pretty cases. Um, so I
I wouldn't
actually
call them
use
pretty. They're just practical. But
oh
yeah,
well
go ahead.
practice. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So but I have a sorry, the cat's messing with stuff. So I have just like plastic containers with lids.
Yes.
Okay. I usually put down, I have like cloth napkins and tea
Yes.
towels and whatever, different kinds of cloths. Then I'll put like one down, and then I've started using coffee filters in between every single dish.
You have told me about
Yes,
that.
so
Yes.
I do that, and I put the plates, like, say that this is the box or whatever. Like the plates,
Mhm.
they're not stacked like this; they're like
Yes.
this. Okay,
Oh, that's right. You and I
because
did talk about that.
yeah,
Oh, I need to
because
start
then
doing.
I feel like it fits more, but also I
Absolutely.
learned that from like the packing company in my
Yes.
chapter, because
Yes.
it doesn't put the pressure on the bottom plates. Like it doesn't put that weight on them. They're all nice, whatever,
Okay. Excellent.
So
Excellent.
I do that, and it's easier to take them out but
Sure.
and then on putting them back when they're dirty, I still put the coffee filters back on each one of them, even though they're dirty. Because then when I go home, I just like throw the coffee filters out. But
Yes.
one that helps with like the extra stuff not getting stuck between the plates, like aside from just protecting it because it's fragile,
Yes.
right?
Right.
So the coffee filters work that way too. And then yeah, then I bring it all home and wash it, and even though some of it can go in the dishwasher, as long as you don't do the heat dry, I end up not doing it because it ends up being a waste of time because I need like six dishwasher. It's like I might as well
Oh my
just do
gosh.
the whole
Yes.
process of hand washing it and
Which is
like
what
put
I
it
do.
all
Yes.
around the kitchen.
Yes. And you
So,
and I have talked about that nobody sees that.
right.
The preparation of laying everything out, making sure you've got the right saucer for the right cup. Because, and I think you and I do this the same,
Yeah.
unlike a lot of tea rooms, just put that cup with that other saucer over there. They don't match. Every one of my sets is
Yes.
individually matched.
Yes. So mine, the way that I do it, so my cup and saucer always match,
Yes.
but the salad plate always is a mismatch, right?
Yes,
Oh,
always.
that's okay. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
what's hilarious is like when I was setting up last week, uh, I have, multiples of certain designs, right, of plates
Yes,
and cups.
sure.
And there were six tables. I was like making sure that each, like, they were split up, right? Like,
Yes,
so if you're at your table, you're the only one with this plate and you feel
precisely.
special, right? And the
Yes,
same thing with the teacups.
yes.
And yeah, I'll like move around the teacups. Also, everyone was super excited about the teeny tiny teaspoons, right? Like
Oh,
the
it's
demi-tasse spoons.
so
Because
cute.
yeah, yeah. And because there's like such a fun selection that now it's kind of fun to figure out which one I want to put with which cup. Because like some of
Yes,
them have little crystals on the top. They're like really pretty. um, and then yeah, so it ends up being a very special little treat, and everyone just loves it, and it becomes a thing where like they're like, oh, I want that one. Like
yes,
that's
yes, yes, yes.
my
When I
seat.
serve buffet, yeah, like at the museum tea, they're already set up with name tags. But when I've, done some bridal parties and they're basically buffet, I'm like, go pick out the teacup that you want. When I've done the
Yeah,
little girls' teas for Girl Scouts, birthday parties, things like that, it's
yeah.
been okay. I always ask the birthday girl, what is your favorite color? Or tell me which one of these
Oh,
you want.
right.
And I let them have that. And it
Yeah,
is the wow factor.
it is.
Otherwise, what do you have? I
And
mean,
everyone like it is like a weird little personality test thing. Like literally there are ones that like are not my favorite, right? And then other people just like die over. And I was like,
yes,
"Oh, like that one?"
yes. You can have that one
Yeah,
now.
I know.
Yeah,
So,
I have my first stringers,
yeah.
my
Yeah.
second stringers, and they absolutely have to, I need every last teacup I can bring,
Yes. Yes.
yes.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Well,
So we, as always, we have to not sell ourselves short, Nancy.
exactly. But
Yeah.
nobody sees that part of it is that it's also, it is part of your time. You are paid for your time, and part of that time that may not be at their house, that may not be at the event,
Right.
is you have to prepare them, make sure that they're stacked and, ready to come
Right.
over where they don't break. And then you also have to come home, wash, dry, and restock them. And that, I mean, for a tea party for 15
Right.
is easily an extra hour on the back end washing and putting those away.
Oh, I was like
Easily.
standing up and washing probably for like at least 2 hours
Yes.
last week. Yeah.
For
And
30
then
people? Yeah.
yeah, and now it's all on, you know, uh some of it I've started to stack with new coffee filters and like put it in a way, but a lot of it's still in the kitchen. Because I don't have Piper, so I'm just like, I'll get to it.
I, I totally get that. I totally get that.
Oh,
Well, so
yeah.
I went to tea.
Yes.
I didn't post these pictures and I should have because they're just beautiful. Went to tea at a place called Tavern at Henley Park.
Hmm.
It used to be old apartments in the heart of Washington. The place is 107 years old.
Hmm.
It reminded me of Leeds Castle, which we went to 2 years ago when we were in England. What do you do? Are you either
Okay.
answering somebody or pulling up Leeds Castle?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh no, sorry.
send you
Trevor's
pictures.
commenting.
Oh,
Trevor's
hello,
watching us. Yeah.
hello. Um,
Sorry, Trevor said real quick, he said, look at Clever Made for crates that fold. Um, he said, yeah, why not use foldable plastic crates to bring home the dirty
Excellent.
stuff?
Sounds
And then he
good.
said, nice t-shirt, Amy. Thank you, Trevor.
Awesome.
It was a gift this
Yes,
morning from
very
BNI.
nice. I'm going to post some of these real quick because I want you to see some of these.
Yes,
The place is just beautiful. But I took my daughter. This was her
yes.
first
Are you
official
posting them to
fancy
Instagram so
tea.
I can show them?
Yes, I
Okay,
will. Give
cool.
me one
That's
second.
okay.
Uh,
I was making some more cups of tea too.
you do that.
Mm.
Find here's my daughter
Let's
Jackie, such a cutie pie, and then all of us. Um,
So
um,
I'll say a side note while you're doing that. So the new boyfriend, his name's Eddie. So on our first date, I'll say about 30 minutes in,
yeah.
it was driving me nuts because I was thinking, I'm like, God, his voice sounds so familiar. Who does he sound like? Who does he sound like? And then it hit me, and I just looked at him like with a stupid smile, and I was just like, "Oh, you're not gonna like who I think you hear you sound like." He's like, "Who?" And I go, "You talk just like Zach Hansen, like when Zach Hansen's talking." And
Oh my gosh, you have so much to live up to. I'm so sorry.
and he goes, "Yeah, but isn't Hansen a good thing?" I go, "Oh yeah, it's great in my book. I didn't know if you wanted to hear that." He was like,
That is
so
hilarious.
he gladly accepts it, and then over the weekend we were working side by side on our computers, and I had a Hanson thing pulled up, of course, not work related, and and all three brothers were talking at different times, and after Zach talked for a little bit, I looked at Eddie and go, "That's the one you sound like." He goes, "I was about to say I think that's the one she thinks I sound like." So he can hear it, he can tell.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh,
Oh yes.
poor boyfriend of yours has to live up
I
to
know.
Hanson and Windsor and just
I
wow.
know, but he has his special interests too. So he's got, his own nerdy, quirky interests.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we both, I'll say we have the same type of personality for those things. We just don't cross over with our interests, but
Right,
we
right.
appreciate that the other one has that.
Well, I'm
Okay.
glad he does appreciate that. I think that's great. That's a good match. That's a good match.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you're posting,
I
right?
just posted if you want to pull them up.
Okay.
So
Let me see.
It really was lovely. As I said, it is the building is 107 years old.
Okay, I see
I know
that.
that's nothing, Trevor, compared to, what people in
Everything in
with
England.
every day. I know that's nothing. Brand new. But the interior looked, like I said, it looked very much like a medieval, like the way it was decorated and
Oh,
the
right.
structure and things like that. So,
Yes, because you sent me. Okay, hold on. Why won't it show me? It's still
Um,
showing me
and
her
because it
birthday.
was a random Tuesday afternoon at 3, we were
Right.
the only ones in the place having tea.
It's
But we were dressed for the part, and it was good to see Paula
yeah.
and share with her.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't see it. It won't show.
If
It won't
not,
refresh.
all right, give me a
Does it
sec.
say it? Yeah. Does it say it's still like maybe it's still doing the posty thing?
Ah, what's wrong? All right, let's start again. I don't know
Um,
why it wouldn't have. All right, here we
but yeah, that
go.
was so great. Yeah, so Paola came on Friday. So yeah, so I asked her,
Yes,
how great the tea was. So yeah, so you said your report on it was that the there wasn't a ton of food, right?
correct. It was not a ton of food. Again, this is DC.
Mhm.
So, prices are going to be,
DC prices.
yes, they are going to be DC prices. Let me see. Maybe I thought I pushed share. Yeah, maybe I didn't give it time to. Um, there were five, see, five, six, seven, six or seven sandwiches for three of us. So I think they had accounted for two.
Oh, I see. Oh, wait, hold on. I can't hear you all of a sudden.
Now.
Oh, wait,
Can you hear me now?
wait. It's coming through. Okay,
Can you hear me now?
yes. Uh,
Excellent. Was it
And
just
my
the audio?
computer, yeah, my computer tells me after the fact that your internet is connection is unstable. Thanks, thanks for letting me know. We already figured it
Interesting.
out.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, sorry.
Um,
So
that's
anyway,
all right. So see if you can pull it up.
so you okay, yeah. So you said so you think they were planning like they were basically
I,
serving you enough for two people.
no, well, I paid for three. I
Oh, but
paid
you paid
for
for
three.
three.
I had to pay for Jackie, and that was I was like, "Do you have a kids menu? Do you?" She's not
Yeah.
going to eat everything there, and they're like, "We're sorry, we don't have anything like." So I was just like, "Just go, have a good time," which was very nice of him.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, So this
It's
is in the
beautiful.
parlor. Isn't the place is just
Yeah.
gorgeous.
You look beautiful. And I love that
Thank you.
fascinator.
Thank
That's a
you.
nice
That I
nice
bought that
shape.
at Chapel Hats down in Orlando. That was the first
Oh,
fascinator I bought. Yeah.
oh, that's awesome.
Many moons
I
ago.
love it. Oh, look at
Yes.
Jackie. That's awesome. Did
Yeah.
she have fun wearing her fascinator?
She just felt like she was so special. And we rode the metro into the city.
That's what
Um,
Paula said. Yeah,
yes, to meet her because it was easier. And I knew we were going to be leaving at rush hour traffic. And
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
so there's the tea between us. We each did have a pot of tea. It was all Harney and Sons tea. So Jackie and I
Okay.
each had the Paris tea, which is like a black tea with vanilla.
Okay.
Paula had a cinnamon tea,
Ooh,
which you could smell. It was very fragrant.
yeah.
So the cucumber sandwiches were made with hummus, not cream cheese, and that was a disappointment. Yeah, I'm
No,
not
no,
going for
no.
healthy when I go for tea. I
Yeah,
don't.
I just don't like hummus. I don't like the texture. So
Yeah.
they,
So this is if they had an overflow. I don't know if you see that's glass and you can look
yes,
up the buildings
it
there.
looks cool.
Yeah, it's really neat. That was not the room we had the tea in. Um, there's Jackie.
Which
And
one is she holding? Do you remember?
I think she has, so they had two bites each.
Okay.
One was a crab and the other one, the other one was brie with prosciutto. And that was probably the brie and prosciutto because she loves prosciutto.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Prosciutto, she says. Yeah.
That's
And the scones, there were five scones. No, I'm sorry. Were there five? There were six, there were at least six scones. They were fantastic. I will
oh,
say,
good.
saved
Okay.
themselves with their scones. They were delicious.
And were they like smaller since there were two of them?
No, there were the
Or
big ones. So
okay, nice.
I had two scones and they had a creamy lemon curd with
Ooh.
the double cream or clotted cream.
Oh, wow.
So it was very good. It was they offer an English tea and they offer afternoon tea.
Hmm.
This is the part that reminded me a lot of Leeds Castle, the way the doors
Oh
are
yeah.
are framed up through there, and then the door, that black door right to the back there. I think the
Yeah.
next picture might show it is somewhat Art Deco, and that's how Leeds
Oh.
Castle was because she took this Henry VIII castle where
Hmm.
Catherine of Aragon used to live, but she was, living in it in the 1930s. So
Right.
she had her Art Deco and Art Nouveau touches throughout the castle. So
Oh
this is
wow.
a neat little place. They have a restaurant. You can have lunch there. It is a hotel now, a little
Oh
boutique
wow.
hotel. It was good. Um,
Right.
it was reasonably priced for DC.
Okay.
If we had gone to the Ritz, it would have been more.
Right.
Lots of other places, it would have been more. But it was very good. We enjoyed ourselves more the company, Paula, than anything else.
Yes.
But it was yummy. We had a
Well,
good
that's
time.
awesome.
Yeah.
I know that was exciting. Yeah, when I saw Paolo, I was like, well, while I was doing my tea thing, you guys were having tea in
Yes.
DC.
Yes. And I was thinking of you and sending you good vibes the
Oh,
whole
thank
time.
you.
Yeah.
Well, all the good vibes worked. I didn't even forget anything. I was like amazed that it was like telling Eddie afterwards. I was like, I didn't forget anything at home. Usually there's at least something small,
Oh
like
my gosh,
even
I
if it
know.
doesn't really matter or nobody else knows, right? Like there's something
Correct.
I realized that I've left at home. Like I did it. I packed it
Yeah,
all.
you did. Yeah. I started making a checklist and I'm like, I need to go through. So basically I go through the proposal that
Mhm.
I send and
Yeah.
say, okay, did I bring all the, have I got all these things? But I did show up one time without sugar cubes. I showed so, and thank goodness I was right across the street from a
Oh,
super
nice.
Walmart. It was an apartment complex, so
Nice.
I just ran right over there and bought. Thank goodness Walmart carries sugar cubes.
Yes.
Um,
Hmm.
and so I ran over. There was another time I forgot to bring the prize for the game.
Oh.
So I said, you get to choose. I didn't tell them I forgot.
Oh, right, right, right,
At the
right.
prize, I said, you get to choose one of the teacups. And naturally, she had good taste and took one of my Royal Albert. I want it
You're like,
back.
oh wait, no,
Yeah,
not
not
that one
that
then.
one.
Yeah.
You can choose
What's another one
that
you
one,
like?
or that one.
Right.
Yeah, she took those. So, anyway,
That's
so
great.
I was going to show you this, and then we'll go on to
Yes. Let's see.
the
We have,
Royals,
yes.
and then we will call it a day. This was
Yes.
when we cleaned out the house. This was
Yeah.
when my mother had. If you can see the
Ooh,
whole thing there, it's so
that's pretty.
here we
That's
go. Isn't that
nice.
neat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that you gave me of the scone recipe, I have it hanging up in the kitchen on the wall.
Oh,
It's
very
like
nice.
it's decorative now.
I've only recently come to appreciate what tea towels are for, and I really hate ruining these because these are, beautiful souvenirs.
Right.
But yeah, especially when we were, excuse me, right in front of my face. When we were at the tavern at Henley Park. The teapots, the individual teapots were such that you'd pour and it would just come right down the nose there. And it was
Oh.
very frustrating. So, you had to use a tea towel. It
Yeah.
also helps you do that and not burn your fingers.
Right, right.
Yes,
Yeah, I
tea
put a
tea
I
towel.
put a tea towel with every single teapot that I put on a table, and it's
Yes.
like so they know. And I
Hmm.
use it I was using it also as like a tea warmer kind of thing, right? So I was like keep it over the top while
Right.
it's you're not doing anything with it and then use it to pour, but it keeps the heat in a little bit longer.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
Yes.
send me the information that Trevor gave you on these crates. I'd
I
be
will. Yes.
interested.
He put it on
Um,
Facebook, but yeah,
Oh,
we'll
fantastic.
look it
Okay.
up. Yeah.
All right. The
Um
other thing I thought of is you can go to Dollar Store, Dollar
mhm.
25 store now, pardon me,
Yeah.
inflation. You can go to Dollar 25 store now and you can get the stack of washcloths. And I think they're like six in a pack, four or
Yes.
six in a pack. Um, if you need 30 of them, if you need 100 of them, then yeah, it's going to cost
Yeah, I've
but
done that before. Yeah, it's
and that way they're a little thicker than not a little, but they're thicker
they're
than the
thicker.
the
The coffee
coffee.
filters.
Yes. And again, throw them in the wash and you get to use them.
Yes.
It should be a one-time investment. Now, I have not done that myself. I use old beach towels
Oh,
and
okay, yeah.
in bins and I
Right, right, and
lay
fold
down.
them.
But like you said, I can only get 5 or 6 plates
Mm-hmm.
before I have to layer.
Mm-hmm.
And this big thing,
Yeah,
it's so heavy, so
it
heavy.
is.
So, and I'm getting old. So
Well, that's what I've told you. I've learned. It's like I have to have lots of small boxes because it gets too heavy if
it
you try
gets
to
too
fit it
heavy.
all into one.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
Um,
So, all
so
right. So
okay.
moving on to Royals.
Yes. So okay, so we looked at some outfits like Trooping the Color.
Yes, and we talked
Uh
about Williams uh how do we say this? Renewed sexiness. Um
yeah, that's good.
yes. Yes.
Yes, I like that. Yeah, for some of us, we were I mean, whatever. I'll say yeah, it's renewed.
Yeah.
Like he,
Yeah.
he lost it for a little bit.
Yeah.
But
But that beard suits him well because he has an incredibly strong jawline.
he does. It
That
looks really
before was
good.
offset with, bushy hair,
Right.
but now
Hmm.
it's very so the beard helps to not camouflage that, but
But
keep it
it
in check.
helps.
Yes,
Yes.
it does.
Um, I just realized I'm like dripping tea on my
Oh,
keyboard.
that's what a tea towel is for.
I know.
Making sure nobody
Um,
texted me. Okay.
so okay, so with Megan. Okay, so let's get Megan out of the way. So the only update I have on Megan is that she released more product for As Ever, and it's sold out right away. And
Hmm.
as Jack Royston with the Royal Report pointed out, in one of her interviews, she even said, like, basically, she doesn't want to run out immediately, right? Like, it was sort of like, okay, like, great, but like, let's work on getting more inventory so we can not have that happen again. And then it happened
Right.
again. So he was like saying, is it not the right planning thing, or is it a marketing strategy? He's like, because she says she doesn't want to. And first of all, I have to say, so Jack Royston is British, and it is hilarious to just hear the different words he says. So first of all, inventory is inventory.
Yes. Yes, of course.
um, and I love that Nike is Nike. Talked about the
Oh,
brand. It is. They say Nike for Nike.
okay.
Uh-huh. So he was pointing out, he's like, so I know there are brands that go about like they have some shoe that Nike releases and it sells out. He's like, but the thing with Nike, I'm gonna keep saying it, is that is that well, one, it's non-perishable, right? So like fine. But also he said they have so many other products that like even if you can't get that shoe, like they're still selling stuff, right? They're
Yes.
not like just out and not able to sell anything. He's like,
That's a
with
good point.
Megan, she's too new of a brand and they've got too little inventory that
Mm-hmm.
that it runs out. And he's like, and it's a perishable thing. He's like talking about how himself, he's like, I easily can go through a jar of jam in like a month. He's like, so what are you doing if you buy one of her jams and you like it, but then you need more and you can't get it? So then you go get some other brand for now. He's like, and then do
That's a
you
quarter of the price.
yeah. Well, then he's like, and then do you remember to go back to hers? Like, it's sort of like she's gonna lose people if you make such a common item so hard to get.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And one that runs out. It's
The
not
one
like
turns out.
a
Yes.
handbag that you have forever or whatever,
Right. Right. So criticisms that we've seen
Mhm.
that you can, her jar of jam is $15. Somebody said, and you can go get Smuckers
Sure.
for, less than that. I don't know if you ever shop, I love shopping at Home Goods and TJ Maxx and places like that. And they have their food sections um, for discounted prices. And they're not expired. They still have plenty of time before they expire. And I get some really awesome selections of jams and jellies and preserves
Right.
for just a fraction of what she's selling hers for. So you are buying her product. I go back to again, yeah,
But
she's running out. Is she out there picking the damn raspberries herself?
I
That's
don't
what
think
I want to
she
know. Are you
that
paying
was
migrants? Where is this orchard? And where are you getting this
yeah.
stuff? Are you sitting up there and cutting up all the flowers yourself and saying,
So she talked about how it was like this thing has had to grow in ways she wasn't expecting because it was like initially she's like thinking small, like I'll have like a farmer's market stand and like it'll be the stuff I grow in my backyard and I'll make it myself. And then it was like, oh, you have to have like real like production and stuff happening, right? If you're gonna be
right,
doing this.
right,
So I don't know, and Jack was talking about this. He was like, I don't know if like the fruit is still coming from her garden or does she get it locally, like whatever. But I will say, so even though people are complaining about the prices, I was personally surprised that the price was not higher when I looked at her products for the first time.
I
So
was too.
the apricot spread is $9. It's only if you want the keepsake packaging, like the special box that it
Yeah,
comes
as
in,
ever, whatever. Yeah.
that's $14. So
Hmm.
like if you don't care about the box, then $9 fine for jam, right? And honey is always, I'm just gonna say, real honey is always stupidly expensive everywhere at
Yes,
like
it
farmers
is.
markets. So
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
limited edition orange blossom honey is $28, and that is a lot. But also, honey is always stupid.
Yes.
So
When it's organic right off the honeycomb, I don't know if she's got a chunk of the comb in it or not.
right,
Yeah. Yeah.
and let's see, what's it? How much? Okay, so the tea I remember is not that expensive. The tea is $12, but now I'm trying to see how many sachets for 12 sachets? Is that what it says? Let's see. I have to like zoom in on it. Yeah. So for 12 sachets, $12. That's not bad, right?
No.
That's cheaper than my tea that I sell. This is
Yeah,
so
I mean, if you were to go, it's the thing is that it's 12 sachets. So if I were to go get Republic of Tea is usually 11.99, 12.99, okay? But you get about 30 to 36
right.
in there, okay? I know they're a big company. She's going on smaller, so
Yeah,
her prices are going to be more expensive. I get
right.
that. Again, you're buying the novelty of it, you're buying the name, you're buying it to say, I
Sure.
bought this from, whoever.
This is outside. Yeah,
Yes, I just have a hard time believing that she's actually doing this, she's designed this stuff. It's somebody else's orchard. Is this her backyard?
it has.
This is what
I
I want to know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like at this point it has to be someone else's orchard. I mean, maybe it's in the neighborhood or whatever, the area. Um, but like I doubt that she's like bringing stuff in from another state, fruit wise or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So
Because then that loses like the authenticity of what she's even doing. I don't expect her
that's
to make
where
it on her own in the kitchen,
I
right?
don't either. But at the same time, so then it just seems to me that she must be pairing with somebody who has the orchard, who has the kitchen to make however many jars of it because she's not doing it herself. That's what we're saying, right? We don't think she's doing this herself.
Right.
So she's doing this. So
She's
how
probably,
is
but she
her
probably could. Sorry, go ahead.
how is her jam different than Smucker's? How is her just other than
Right.
it has her name on it?
It's
Why
the
is
rest.
it
Yeah.
hers?
Well, it has way less sugar because it's not allowed to be called jam. So it's
Right.
not Smucker's. It's spread. Um, but I think, yeah, I mean, it's whatever. It's like anything else that you go to the store, right? And just like the top shelf of things, any brand, and it can be a brand that charges a lot. And it's like, I don't know who, like, they don't even have a celebrity behind it, right?
Right,
So
right.
it's like, whatever. So it's just normal marketing stuff. So actually, I went to Morse Museum, did a couple different family days recently, and
Right.
I took Piper to it. And one of them they're talking a lot about like the World's Fairs, especially like the 1893 Chicago World's Fair.
Okay,
Um,
yes. Uh-huh.
and but they were talking about how people wanted souvenirs, right? And like basically there were souvenirs you could get that were cheap that everyone could get that of course weren't like the most high quality thing. And there's other people that would get the fancier version, the more expensive version, and like she's like it's a tale as old as time. Like you have the cheap version of something and then you
Mhm.
have like the higher end version of something. So
Mhm.
like Smuckers, I'm sorry, you're not high end. That's not your brand.
It's her. I really think it is all banking on her name. It's all been, and
Yeah. Well,
she's a to do
that's all
this.
she has.
Absolutely not. Yeah, please, people do this all the time, and I apologize because I think I have a
Yeah.
sneeze. Excuse me, pardon me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Um, so this morning I just happened to get this video.
Hmm.
It came up in YouTube, and I should send it to you. I don't know if you want to play it, but I should
Yeah.
send it to you just so you can review this. But she says, she starts out basically, she says, Meghan Markle just needs to sit down and shut up. But she said, I'm not making this up. And she shows the snapshot of a package, a basket of something that she sent to somebody that
Hmm.
had jams and something else in it, maybe the tea, whatever.
Right.
And the big card on the front, in front of the basket,
Yeah.
was the picture from Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex. Okay.
Uh,
And that's what the card says.
uh-huh.
So she's like, wait a second. I thought she was stripped of her title. So she goes and she does this research and she said, and she found the official, I guess, like proclamation, whatever, that they are not stripped of the titles, but they are not
They're
allowed
not
to
allowed to use
use
it.
them for commercial purposes or for public,
Hmm.
public anything.
Right.
So she said, okay, so she didn't break, the
Yeah.
rule.
But it's like a loophole
But
because it's like it's
what
a personal gift, but
exactly.
it's a
But
promotion.
But isn't that also weird that you're going around sending gifts to your friends, calling yourself Her Royal Highness? I'm
I
sorry,
mean,
but to me, that is such self-elevation that gets under my skin.
now you're talking to someone who's been going by Lady Amy for like 4 years now.
I find that entirely different. I find it entirely different. I really do. It's
I know.
entirely
I'm just
different.
messing with you.
I know. You know. No.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, but also I don't trash titles, right? I don't say I don't want to be a lady. I'm just forced to be a lady, right? I'm like, yeah,
Yes.
this is awesome. Like, you can go
Yeah.
buy a plot of land in Scotland too. Go do it.
Yeah. I know. So tempting.
Um,
Yes.
so yes, and okay, so even I, who, try so hard to stay on Megan's side with things, even I will admit that, like, that's hard if that's really what it was, and let's just say there wasn't AI or whatever, some fake
She
thing.
swears it's not. She says, I'm telling you, I took this
Yeah.
off her social media page. This was her promotion
Okay.
photo.
Okay. So if
So,
that's the case,
I wonder if I can find
then
yeah.
that's yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because
I
they're not
find that
supposed to use it, and also like stop acting like you don't want to use it.
yes, exactly.
I
Like
feel
it's
like
not a big deal to you, but
both things could be true, right? You could say you have a whole lot of problems with the royal family members themselves, right? But also be like, I mean, I wanted to be part of it. Like, I still feel like I am part of it in this sense. I'm happy to be called a
yes.
duchess or
Yes.
whatever, her royal highness. Uh, but then say, yeah, but be like, but it's complicated, right? Instead of
Right.
say, again, it's how they are with everything. They're like all in or all out,
All
and
out.
there's never any middle ground. But then they do weird things, and it's like, yeah, that
Yeah.
doesn't align with what you're telling us
No, precisely.
because it's impossible to align with what you're telling us. Like,
Exactly, exactly. And if it hasn't come out, I think South Park is about to take another pot shot at him too. I saw something
oh,
about that.
that's good.
I don't watch South Park, but there
I
was
don't even.
something that came up
My
in
friend, yeah, Kyle does. I'm like, I'm sure I'll hear about it from
yeah, I'm
Kyle.
sure you will. I'm sure you
Yeah,
will.
that's hilarious.
So,
Okay,
but along those lines,
yeah.
there are a few topics here. So, um, loss of staff. Apparently, former people have quit working for the Sussexes.
Oh, recently?
Yeah,
Again?
I wish I'd sent. I don't know if I sent myself the. Let me see if I sent myself the article. Yeah, I believe somebody. See if I find this. No, I cannot. No, but it was some article that they
Oh,
read
okay.
like four more people have quit. And kind of feeds into the whole why can't they keep staff? What's going on
Yeah,
there?
yeah, yeah.
Is
Yeah.
there bullying going on? Are there angry tempers? Are there I don't know.
Or is it just
And
like
we would
sort
you
of
and I
delusions, right? Like you can't do anything to help, like you can't help them save themselves kind of thing.
yes. cannot get out of their own way, that
Right,
they're demanding about certain things.
right,
You can be particular, you can have standards, you can have certain things, and if they don't live up to that, there are ways to handle it. But
right.
obviously,
But
I think some people,
but
but if
what
you
are
have a
the
lot of staff that keep quitting on you because maybe your standards are just too
yeah.
unrealistic, you're putting too much demand on people. I don't know.
Well, and to me it seems like uh unlikely that if you've made it to the point where you're on their radar to get hired, right? It's not like you're some student off the street or whatever, like right out of college, right? So if
Right.
you've made it to that point as far as like being able to even be hired by them, I would think it's highly unlikely that that many of those caliber of people like aren't qualified, like don't
Correct.
don't cut it, So I'm like it has to be something on their part, right?
Right. Right.
Like
Yes.
it has to be the corporate culture of the place.
Right. I'm trying to find
Wait.
where the recent article. This is it. News Nation, whoever they are.
Mhm.
News Nation now. Prince Harry, Meghan see four staff members leave. Um, so yeah, and this was 2 weeks ago. So I don't, yes, something tells me there will be another change in the future. Meghan and Harry have hired some of the most incredible people at the top of their fields, yet somehow none of them ever work out. So, yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. Um, this one I just saw yesterday. So there's apparently some talk show named Lorraine,
Okay.
Lorraine. Maybe
Okay.
Trevor's familiar with it. I don't know. Lorraine.
Yeah.
The 2027 Invictus Games are to be held in Birmingham, Birmingham, England.
Yes.
Um, it is rumored, because this is Harry's pet
Yeah,
project,
it's his thing. Yeah.
um, that he will be sending invitations to his family members in hopes that they will come.
Right.
So the Lorraine, who is this talk show hostess, and her guest, some commentator, was saying it's all fine and well. We don't know if that's true.
Right.
If he really is extending this olive branch, see that happening. Not seeing a lot of people show up for it, if anybody at all.
Right.
And unfortunately, because of the timing of it, it also coincides with Camilla's 80th birthday because it could
Oh.
be held in the summer. So
Right.
I can see that being, well, sorry, we've got, other pressing engagements.
Right.
Um, but
But at the same time, if this wasn't Harry's like print or like pet project, right? If Harry wasn't part of it, this would be something that they would normally get invited to anyway, and something that they normally should make an appearance at. So, are they gonna let this family drama once
mhm,
again
mhm.
get in the way of like work, their
Yes,
duties,
yes.
right? I feel like in this case, well, assuming that Harry doesn't say anything new between now and then, which is a big assumption. Um, assuming he doesn't say anything crazy
Right.
between now and then, uh, I feel like they have to send at least somebody like from the royal family to, even if it's like, I
Okay.
don't know, like Edward or whatever, right? Like
Okay,
send
yeah.
someone that's like not a direct conflict with
Well, I was
Harry.
thinking, Eugenie or
I thought of that too, but then I was
yeah,
like, well, we could make him like one level higher. Edward should
yeah, yeah, yeah,
probably
yeah.
show up. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just
we'll
send
see.
send
This is
Andrew.
yeah. Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Um, it's 2 years from now, so we'll see how that plays out. But
Yes.
it's not
Yes.
looking good no
That
matter what.
is, yes,
Looking
that is
good.
interesting though.
Yeah.
Um, so I wanted to bring up that Jack Royston mentioned that this has essentially been 1 year since the Kate madness, as I call it.
Right. Right.
So pointing out that like how far we've come in a year. So it's like, January 2024, she tells us she's going to be out, or the palace tells us she's going to be out because she's having some abdominal surgery. And he's like, what he points out is that what the palace doesn't realize is that even though they told us that, the public still expects like there to be posts or something about it because apparently, according to him, he was like celebrities who go into the hospital, like maybe they're not working, but they're still posting personal stuff. And it's like people have that mentality where it's like you don't get to just disappear nonstop. So even though
Hmm.
I was like, guys, they told us where she is, leave her alone, right?
Yeah, right.
We're not the average people, apparently. Surprise, surprise. And
Yeah,
so, yeah, so he was saying that, like, not that that made it okay for everyone to lose their mind, but it was sort of an explanation. But then he said that basically, once she came out for Trooping the Color last year, she
dear.
wasn't able to do the parade stuff, but she was able to come on the balcony. And it was sort of like, all right, like everybody was kind of like, all right, we'll leave, like, okay, we're fine with her now. And like, he was saying, like, looking back on it, it almost seems like almost like a weird fever dream or something. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
he's like, because it's not a thing anymore, right? Like
Not a
everybody's fine
thing.
with her.
And yet, where was she for Trooping of the Color this year? Or not Trooping of the Color,
Oh
excuse
no,
me.
she was there.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
She didn't go to Royal Ascot.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. I think maybe he did mention that.
Yeah. And I don't know that there was ever offered an explanation.
Right.
Are we
If
are
she
we
just,
owed one?
we're all the kids there, or do we know?
I don't think they typically
Or
go.
maybe it's not a kid thing. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think it's yeah, it's typically the grown-ups.
Okay.
So she
See.
didn't, and they said it was a last minute decision.
Okay.
Oh, who
Well,
knows? And of course,
yeah.
everybody goes, oh no, what's wrong? So,
I mean, he did say that he was like, she said she's gonna be doing less work, right, as a royal while she was getting chemotherapy and while she's in remission, which is like a 4-year process.
right,
So he said that like, she essentially like we don't expect that much from our royals. We just kind of want like just little bits here and there. And it's like, so we
right,
don't have to have you all the time, right? So he acted like she's, we'll say, established these boundaries and we're okay with them now, right? So,
right,
so
right.
for me, I'm like, oh, she didn't attend that. I mean,
But there's been a
stuff
lot of
happens.
stuff. Yeah, there's been a lot
Yeah.
recently. So
Hmm.
what, yeah, I get it. It's just
Yeah.
that the things where you normally expect.
Right.
Um, that would have been my luck where I had totally planned on,
Oh,
finally,
you're right. Oh my
pull
gosh.
whatever strings, make sure I'm in England at the time, get there, and then it would be the time that she doesn't show up.
Right. Right. Oh my gosh. Yes. And so, okay, so I want you to talk about George Washington, but I'm also going to pull up the message where you showed me where it was all the Royal Ascot hats.
Oh, that
Um,
do that.
yeah.
While you're playing that up, yes, because we talked about that. Because Royal Ascot was always known for being fashion forward,
Yes.
a little bit on the crazy side, but some of these fascinators, I'm sorry, they are outlandish. I also sent you an article talked about Meghan running for office. Well, in her podcast, what's her face, the makeup girl, whatever her name is, had asked
Yeah,
her
yeah, yeah.
to run for office, and she said no. I don't, I would never do that, which is
Right.
great. But this one article said that she does have political aspirations. I don't believe it. I truly don't.
Yeah.
Um, that she does not, or that she does have political aspirations, so much so that she wants to be in the White House. This was crazy. She wants to be in the White House so that she can invite Kate
Yeah.
and Will for, for diplomatic
Oh,
dinners and preside over them
oh,
and blah, blah.
come on.
Like, that is a fun thought, but,
Sure.
but seriously. So yes, so you're showing these.
Yes. So you
Only
like
that
the
that
green
green
one.
one right there,
That's what
and
I thought.
maybe that white one I would think about.
Yeah.
Um,
This one, that one reminded me of like a Who or something, like in
it
Dr.
was
Seuss.
that too. Yeah, it reminded me of
Yeah.
Carmen Miranda from back in the
Yeah.
1930s and 40s, the woman with the tutti frutti
Oh yeah,
top.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
that one, I just
Ugly.
didn't even like the dress. Like,
Oh, no, that,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, so this one,
Maybe.
I know this one's crazy, but I will say I like it with the suit for some reason. I feel like it's
Yes,
at least like she looks okay to me. She looks cool.
she does. She does. That's her flair, and it's
Yeah.
not over the top. It's not so
Right.
over the top. I agree.
Now
Um,
this, how does that even count? Because you're not okay. So we were going to talk about rules, right? So you're
4 inch
not
base.
4-inch base. I mean,
Yes.
does that count if it's just across your head as a headband, right? Um, it can't be a fascinator. This right
Correct.
here almost feels like a fascinator to me,
Yeah, I
that
can't
butterfly
quite see the
thing.
back. Yes, exactly.
And then, well, that's obviously a hat. Uh,
Yes.
and then these, I'm like, how, like, it's so funny, like walking through door. I mean, I guess you're outside most of the time, but it has to be hilarious just like walking around and getting places and like bumping your hat.
Bumping into each other constantly. I can totally see that. Yes.
And like,
This
I
is
do like how
ridiculous.
hers is like so on the side where it's like, well, she's at least has like a smaller area, like she won't run into people as easily. Because,
Correct. Correct. Somewhat
yeah.
like the Doolittle.
Okay.
This is,
So yeah, this one, oh, and now that I'm pausing it, I'm seeing, I'm like, yeah, there's like a whole tuft of feathers underneath
yes,
it.
yes, yes.
And then that, is there something on
Not
it?
too bad. Yes, those are feathers going off to the side. That's not too
Okay, that
bad.
one's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and the green is
The
totally
green is nice.
plausible, although I think it probably should have gone to the side
Yeah,
more.
that's what
Would
I
have
was gonna
better
say.
have.
The
Yes.
yeah, it looks like, yeah, a little off like that.
Yes. Yes.
And that
She's
one's
not too
like,
bad.
yeah, that one's okay.
Yes.
And these are, I mean, whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
just fun.
Yeah, I would have done the
But
top
yeah,
hat.
I wouldn't have done the top hat either. Yeah,
Um,
I was like, this one is a lot. But again, I really like her. I like her outfit.
yes, yes, yes.
So, but yes, that one is just like
That is,
how
it's
it,
not flattering. Yeah, she looks like Susie, Cindy Lou Who
yes,
from, yeah,
from, yeah,
yes.
Dr. Seuss stuff. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, so that was the fun ascot stuff.
Yes.
And what we were saying was like, so the rules are that you can't have a fascinator and it can't be smaller than a 4-inch base. And
Mhm.
then so we were laughing because it was like, yeah, but they didn't put a maximum on anything. So these hats can be insanely large as
Insanely
long as they're
ridiculous.
not small.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. They were just, and then I sent you that, it was from Instagram. People, this one girl and she
Yes.
like had shoes on her head. She had fried eggs on her head. She had tin cans on her head and cooking.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That was
That
so
was funny. Yeah, yeah,
funny.
yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, I'll show just a minute of hers. Yeah,
Yes.
because
That's
her
great.
that was very funny. It was very clever.
Yeah, do that when you find that.
Yes.
So I read another article that Megan wants to create a financial empire. She's going, yes, this is hilarious.
I love the charger cord. The
I know,
charger cord
exactly.
cracked me
The
up.
pretzel, that's great.
And the toothbrush.
Scouring pad,
I know.
tuna
Oh my
can.
God.
I
It's so
love
funny.
this.
I love the paintbrush.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah, I know. It's like that one she actually like put together, and that one looks like it would be, right? Like the
Yes,
pan.
yes.
It's so funny. Yeah. But she does such, yeah, the fried egg is insane. That
It is
one's
insane.
hilarious.
That is so
Yeah.
great. The peppers.
Oh my
She
gosh.
was very clever. She was highly clever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
So
was
that
great to
was
beat
fun.
it. That's
Yes.
great. Bravo to her. Cheers. But yeah, so that she wants to, so Megan wants to start including restaurants and hotels in her brand. I don't know how she would do that other than this is a Her Royal Highness Duchess of Sussex
Right.
recommended blah blah blah. So
Like
I don't
put
know
her
how.
jam.
And is this rumor or is this something that she's starting? Um, but the article says, and I quote, she wants to create a financial empire. Where's
Right.
Harry in all of this? What is Harry doing? Is Harry allowed to do anything? Is he doing anything?
Yeah, yeah. I
What is
mean,
Harry doing?
that is part, I mean, he's been so busy just complaining and suing. He doesn't
Thank you.
hasn't started his new chapter yet. So like, what are we doing,
What are
Harry?
we
Like
doing?
Megan's trying to move forward. And
Yes.
Jack Royston also pointed out that oh gosh, when George Clooney came out with his vodka or whatever it is, or
Hmm.
tequila, I forget whatever he sells, but he acted like that seemed kind of dumb and unnecessary too. He's like, and then like not that long later, he sold the company for like $20 million. So he was kind of saying like he feels like Megan should basically go all. So he was saying she needs to go all in and like do this for real, like basically don't half-ass it.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, and then you guys may actually get a really nice payday, which is what you need. So
Yes.
like not thinking that this is going to be the brand you run forever, right? But
Right.
like you need to create it, create the brand. It will be a tie associated to you forever, and
Right.
then
Yes.
sell it. to
Absolutely.
somebody else.
Absolutely. Like
So I
what's the
thought that
price of
was smart.
makeup? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep
Right.
hoping somebody's going to come to me and say, we want to buy out your domain. I don't care if it's a couple $100. I'd probably give it to them. Like, done. You can have it for the right price.
Hilarious.
Um, so,
Okay. Yeah.
Statue of Washington in
Yes.
Trafalgar Square.
Yes.
Okay.
George Washington.
George Washington, the one and only Washington.
Yes.
My first trip to England, our last day in London, and we had stayed at, and I can't remember what the name of the hotel is, but it's right at the base of Westminster
Uh,
Bridge. I mean, like
oh,
you overlook Westminster, iconic way you
yeah.
to get Big Ben and Parliament and all this stuff.
hmm
So they were holding our luggage because we had checked out. I went on my foot tour by myself. My mom and sister went on the Eye and did one of the riverboat, the River Thames cruise.
hmm
And we met back up to get the our luggage. And I asked a question of the concierge, and maybe it was like, is it faster to take Paddington or Waterloo? Something like that.
Yeah.
Because he had a strong accent and he chewed his T's, which I highly object to in any English language, American or otherwise. Do not chew your T's. It's not a train, it's a train. Tell my students that all the time.
That's so funny.
He said something, you want to take the Waterloo Station. And the way he said Waterloo Station, Waterloo
Yeah.
Station came out, and I said, sorry, did you say Washington something?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And he looked at me, he goes, Madam, nothing in this town is named Washington. Hasn't been for over 200 years, and it never will be again. And my sister started talking. She goes, I thought he said Washington too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
right.
never going to happen.
Oh my gosh.
So I have carried that. Now,
Yeah,
Washington's line comes from England.
sure.
His family lineage comes from England. He based how he built Mount Vernon on English estates,
hmm
things like that. So he's not that far removed. But here we are. Was it last week I sent you? There is
hmm
a statue. I don't know if it is temporary. I saw it. I
I
see
think
it quickly.
they acted like it's permanent.
Like
Yeah, I
it
was
was
like, I
permanent,
have it
a
here.
permanent statue of George Washington
Right,
in Trafalgar Square. The historic moment, the
right.
rededication of the George Washington statue.
Yep,
Unbelievable. Do I object to it? No. I think it's part of the history.
right,
But would we have a statue of King George III?
right,
No.
right. Yeah.
No, we wouldn't. I love this. Yes, History Alice. Anybody out there loves history? History Alice.
Oh, okay,
God bless.
nice.
This woman has built herself an empire and such a name for such a young age. She's written books.
Oh,
All
cool. I
just
didn't know
love her.
that.
She gets to she travels all over England. She's got somebody who does a really good content
hmm
creation, and she tells these stories, these brilliant stories of, like, there are these fences, metal fences
Yeah.
in a certain part of London. Those used to be the carry beds for World War One. When they
Oh,
would put
I've heard,
somebody
yes.
on them.
I've
Yes, I
heard
think
that.
I
I
may
forgot
have
about
sent
that.
that to you. Yes. And they are now, they've been re-erected back to place and stuff like that. So she talks about just brilliant tidbits. You should follow her on
I
Instagram if
will.
you
Yeah.
love that kind of stuff, because I love the history of things out there, especially when they're incredibly trivial and have significance that nobody else
Right.
understands or knows
Right.
about. So she puts a spotlight on them. So I love
And
this.
and I didn't do this, I didn't do the sound obviously, but so anybody who goes to find this video and listen to the sound, the British soldiers, guards, whatever, guards like band are playing the American national anthem for
Unbelievable.
this. And I just thought, I was like, I don't know this for sure, but I was like, does our band ever play anybody else's national anthem for them? Do we? Do you know the answer?
No, no.
It seems
I
like
don't know if
something
it's
that the American spirit would be against, but I could
I
be
no,
wrong.
well, when you think of like the Olympics, play that. I wonder, and possibly could find it, like an White House state dinner.
Right.
Wonder if they would not play. something like that
Like
when the people are presented or come into the room.
I don't doubt that like they get to have a song played or even be played by musicians. I'm just saying, would it be our military bands playing it,
Playing it.
right?
Well, the military band is the band that plays for the president.
Oh, okay,
And it's
gotcha.
the Marine Corps band.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, little trivia if you've ever heard of John Philip Sousa, who wrote most of our country's patriotic
Yes.
music, he was in charge of the Marine Corps band. You
Oh,
can still see the traditional band still plays out there. They're fantastic, and
oh,
they
nice.
play. It's kind of like when you go to watch the changing of the guard
Mm-hmm.
in front of Buckingham Palace. They have the whole band out there. When I was there, they played this whole medley of Elton John songs. So they do more than just
Oh,
patriotic
okay.
music. They do a lot of other things too. Um, so
Okay.
yeah, worth looking into, which I could do. Find out if, like I said, the president of Umpty Frat Country comes
Right.
to have dinner, a state dinner at the White House. Do they play his national anthem when he walks in? I don't know.
Right.
And I don't know if you know the history. Here's a little another
Mm-hmm.
thing. Is it Truman? It was one of the presidents. He was so short that when he walked in the room, nobody really knew that he walked in. So that's when you see the State of the Union or
Yeah.
something like that, when the president walks in the room and you hear dun 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
that would announce that this short guy was
Oh
walking
my
in.
God, that's hilarious.
And it's just been a tradition since. That's what you play when the president walks into the room.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's
So,
really
but
funny.
yeah, Washington, I need to look into that more because I'm excited that it's there. We
Mm-hmm.
have I mean, they're our closest allies and vice versa.
Right.
You can't erase history,
No,
but
but it is.
but do honor the man.
I'm like, but isn't it? But it's weird that that's the one they picked to like for our special relationship. I'm like,
No, the
why?
one who caused the division, the one who
Yeah,
fought
I'm
and
like the
created,
one is
you
like,
know,
yeah, it's
was
like
victorious in
the
the
main
division of the
face of
two.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so
I'd love
that
to
is
know.
odd.
Yes, but it
You're
also
right,
says that
we wouldn't do that.
they're putting it back, the return of. Isn't that what it
They
said?
said rededication. Yeah,
Rededication.
the rededication of George Washington's statue. Yeah, I think they said originally it was put there in 1921 or something. I think that's what the video said.
I
Um,
don't know.
oh,
I'm
but also what was funny is she talks about like wherever they do the address or wherever they're talking about it in like that
uh-huh.
in the museum or the National Gallery,
Yes, National
how they're
Gallery.
like in front of a picture of that horse and the horse was painted by somebody. I forget now what the deal is, but I feel like it's like someone who was like not, we'll just say like not for the US in their time or whatever. Like it's just like a fun, it was a weird coincidence of like where they put him. Let me see if I can see it when it comes through. Um let's see. So the
What?
governor of Virginia was there. Okay,
Okay.
they're standing in front of a great, yeah, okay, it's called Whistle Jacket by George Stubbs, the painting. It's a
Okay.
horse, and it was owned by the second Marquess of Rockingham, and who was prime minister. Oh, and was known for the Stamp Act of 1765, which caused widespread outrage in the American colonies.
You're enjoying this.
I am, because I was like, that's hilarious. Like, what a weird thing. Like, I wonder, like, who did they know when they picked that, right? Like, it just looks like a nice, whatever, cool horse to like pose and, put the podium in front of. But yes, so that, as you could tell, I did enjoy that.
Yes.
It cracked me up.
I can tell you, I'm reading this article. I'm totally confused because it says why the statue of George Washington in London's Trafalgar Square was taken down. It was taken down May 6, 2025.
Oh,
And then, let's
was it
see,
just was it refurbished or something? Like,
I'm
because that's not
wondering,
very
it
long.
was a fast turnaround. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
1920, the United Kingdom's Foreign Secretary Earl Curzon of Kettleston said of George Washington, he was a great Englishman, one of the greatest Englishmen who ever lived, because he fought for us and vanquished us. He was fighting for ideals and principles which were as sacred to us as they were to the American people. His merits were recognized by Englishmen even in his lifetime. So military buffs in London were probably perplexed to see the statue of George Washington, a gift presented by the United States to the United Kingdom.
Right.
Here, have some of us.
I know.
Um, Taken down, blah, 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 blah. At first, let me see, but it says London statue is removed from its spot outside the National Gallery. When was it there? I was just there last March and it wasn't standing up, or I totally overlooked it, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
On May 6th, 2025, to undergo a full restoration process. It's
Okay.
being done by the Virginia-based nonprofit Friends of the Washington Statue. A whole thing called Friends of the Washington Statue, whose mission it is to raise funds to restore and repair the famous statue. The long and short of it is that George Washington has gone to the restoration shop for much needed full restoration work for first time in its 100+ years. It's been there? It's
That's
been
crazy.
there?
Apparently,
Oh my
since
gosh. I'm
1921. Yeah, that's hilarious.
okay, so I'm getting this flashback of the first time I was in Trafalgar Square, and there was an artist
Yeah.
standing where I believe the statue was, and he looked like Yoda standing on a plinth. And I'm wondering if he was standing on the plinth where the statue is and standing in front of, I
Oh,
don't know.
you see. Well, okay, because it says it's in front of the National Gallery, right? And
Oh my
I'm
gosh. Yeah, yeah.
okay.
I'm sorry. I
Sorry.
got somebody coming to my door. I
Oh
told them it's
gosh.
here at 2 o'clock
Yeah,
and it's
yeah, yeah.
off.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Yes, but so anyway, is the National Gallery right in Trafalgar Square
Is
or no?
what?
Is the National Gallery
Yes. It's
is
it's where it is. Keep talking.
okay.
Good point. Right here.
Yeah, no problem. I'll just share my screen and let people
Yes.
watch.
Yeah. I'm totally
Yeah.
confused by that.
Okay, so here, yeah, so okay, so we're gonna look at the picture, the painting of the horse that I talk about. Okay, so it stands in Trafalgar Square. There we go.
5 minutes.
Statue given in 1914. Okay,
All right. I'm back.
let's see.
Back. Let her in. There
Okay,
we go.
yeah, so
Yes.
okay, so brought an end to the War of 1812, blah blah blah. But
I just find this.
that is such a weird. You're right. For the, I'm sorry. I know I'm biased or whatever. It's just such an American thing to be like, hey, we do have a special relationship. Do you want a statue of Washington? Like, you guys think that's cool, right? Like,
I know. And
no
one of
hard
the
feelings, but like, just
yeah,
don't forget about him. Remember him
exactly.
though? Like, remember he was
Exactly.
English. He was English.
So I'm
Like,
trying to go back and find there's that fountain. Here's this.
that's so wild.
It
Um,
is.
Okay, so here, oh, okay, yeah. So here's where they're gonna show where they're standing inside, and there's the whistle. What's it called?
Okay. And there's our
Uh,
governor. Yay, Youngkin.
Whistle jacket. Okay, I knew it was whistle. Okay,
This
whistle
guy, yeah.
jacket. The
Uh-huh.
horse. There's the horse. Yep. That's so
I am
funny.
so
Oh yeah,
perplexed.
so it's not the artist; it was the owner who had the history with the
Oh,
U.S.
okay.
The owner of the painting.
I'm trying to see where exactly what
I'm
that, yeah,
sorry.
it looks like. No, 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 don't bring it
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
You're fine. Um,
Um,
so interesting.
okay.
Very
So who do you have
interesting.
coming at two?
The girl, it's a neighbor and friend of Jackie's, and
Oh,
she's
nice.
gonna come and water our garden. Like I said, we do great things in our garden, and then we
Yeah,
leave in the middle of summer, right when it needs, so much watering. I mean, right now we're in drought and we're getting these
right.
100-degree temperatures, so somebody's got to come and water these.
Gotcha.
Everything will die.
Yeah,
So, and naturally, all of my tomatoes have just started turning red, and I'm leaving.
yeah.
So it's going to be like, whatever you see, take it home with you, enjoy. I hope they're good. Um, very frustrating.
That's hilarious.
So, but no, we get cucumbers and tomatoes. I just dropped off a bag of fresh basil, mint,
Oh,
sage to somebody. I made salmon last night with fresh dill.
nice.
And I think I told you the raspberries,
Hmm.
tremendous raspberry bush, because we had rotting raspberries. If you don't eat them
Oh,
within two
right,
days,
because you,
they go
yeah, yeah,
bad.
because you said you made a raspberry
Jam.
spread.
I did. It was delicious. So Jose just like, "Ah, I wonder what happens when you put rotting raspberries that have seeds in them in the ground." And 3 years ago, we had a bush, and then next year we had a bush, and this year we have a bush. So
That's
every morning we
amazing.
go out and we pick fresh raspberries to put in our cereal.
Oh, that's awesome.
There
All
it is. You
right.
can find out,
Well,
Megan
I need
Markle.
to go plant some raspberries then.
I know, right? I
It's
know.
that easy.
Anyway, well, listen, I hate to
Yes,
rush, but I do have someone waiting. This has
that's
gone
all
on.
right. I gotta get ready for a wedding networking thing at 3.
Oh, very good. All right.
So
Well,
we're
listen,
good.
you take care. Good to see you,
Thank
and
you.
we'll be in touch. I will
Wonderful to
send you a
see you.
package when I get back from Florida. I'll send all that fun stuff
Yeah,
off.
of course. Well, safe
All right, hon.
travels, and
Thank
I'll see you
you.
later.
All right. Cheers.
Cheery bye.